Hello class, how are you all? I am your value education teacher and today we are going to start a new lesson, self-sacrifice, from your value education book. Now, first of all, the question is, what do you mean by self-sacrifice? Self-sacrifice means to give up your own interest or your own desires. Okay? If you are in a world and you are living for yourself, it doesn't mean a happy life. It doesn't mean a life which gets a sparkle to everybody. Okay, self-sacrifice means to give up all your loving desires, interest, funds for the others. So we are going to start with the words of wisdom. Here the words of wisdom are: to experience true happiness, learn to sacrifice your own pleasure for the sake of somebody else. That means if a person do give up his all pleasures for the others or sacrifice all his pleasures, he experience a true happiness. True happiness means the true happiness is for long lasting. It's not for a little bit time, or it's not for a short period of time. Okay, now come to the lesson. Mother Teresa, you all know about the Mother Teresa, Nobel Prize winner. Mother Teresa was born in Albania. She came to India with the intention of sharing her knowledge and educating the poor. But then she decided to give her services to the poorest of the poor, to those who were not useful to anybody else, to those who were dying. In this parabita, first of all, the writer of this lesson is giving us a short introduction about Mother Teresa, that she came to India for good intention to educate the poor people, and also she want to work for those peoples who are not useful for anybody. That means the poorest one, the who are not too much healthy, that kind of people. Okay, now come to the second para. She founded an institute near the Kali temple in Calcutta for the dying destitutes. People of all religion were welcome to her house. She tried to cure the sick and console the dying. She gathered a band of selfless workers and infused in them her spirit of gentleness and service to others. Many international prizes were given to her for her great service. She received a huge sum of money as prizes, but she donated all the money to the sick and the dying. In this paragraph, in this para, the writer drag our attention to the institute which she founded. She founded an institute near the Kali temple in Calcutta. Here he mentioned Calcutta, but now the new name of Calcutta is Kolkata. Okay, and where she invited all and welcomed all the unhealthy persons, sick persons who are not up to the mark or below the belt. Okay, or they are not as much as good as we are in the condition. Okay, and she invited also the selfless workers. Okay, and she served them very politely, very lovingly, and for his that kind of huge loving working, she got many international prizes also. As I already told you about the Nobel Prize, so that kind of many prizes she received, and in these prizes she also received a huge money also. But she never ever use this money for herself. She donates all the money for the sick peoples. Now come to the third paragraph of the page number 36. There have always been human beings who have shown the great path of self-sacrifice. During the Second World War, when Adolf have shown the great path of sorry Adolf Hitler killed many Jews in Poland. There was in one German prison camp a Polish priest called Maxim Kolbe. It was difficult for the Germans to feed so many prisoners. It was also difficult for them to kill all of them and then dispose of their bodies. So they used to send them to gas chamber where they died a horrible death. Now, first we take the short lines of this para, because this is a very lengthy para. In this para, the writer wants to tell us about another person who sacrificed some his own interest for the others, and the man was Maxim Kolbe. During the World War II, the Hitler killed many Jews and imprisoned the Germans. Okay, but after the World War over, then he have no food, no much food to feed them, so they give them a prison in a gas chamber, one where they died a horrible death. One day 30 men were chosen. One day 30 men were chosen by the German soldiers, and after that, at the random, to be sent to the gas chamber. Among them there was a middle-aged man who was crying bitterly. That means he was not going to die. He don't want to die. Okay, and so that's why he cried bitterly. He did not want to die. He wanted to see his family after the war was over. Father Maxim Kolbe came to the prison guard and said, "This poor man has got a large family who are lovingly waiting for him. I am single. Please allow me to die in his place." What Father Maxim told to the prison guard, that please let him go, because he has a very large loving family and he don't want to die. Please, if you are not let him go, then please give me a chance and allow me to die in his place. That's all for today, children. We take the lesson forward in our next online class. Thank you.